We have a new world record holder, Nate, in the 400-meter hurdles for women, and her name is Sydney McLaughlin. Okay, Sydney McLaughlin ended up finishing her U.S. trial run at 51.90 seconds, which is the new record. And what I find very interesting, Nate, is the previous record. It was held by Delilah Muhammad, who finished second in Sunday's final. She was the previous record holder at 52.16 seconds. So I find that pretty interesting. And then McLaughlin, she was pretty emotional after it. You know, she had her hand over her mouth in like disbelief that she broke the record as she was looking at the scoreboard. And the first person to congratulate her was Muhammad. So that just shows you how good of a sport Muhammad is. But I have a quote from McLaughlin. She says, and I quote, "Trust in the process. A lot of things you really can't see coming, but just having the childlike faith and just trusting that everything's going to work out." Excuse me. Bobby's really good at that, and I'm really happy that I chose to go with him. And in case you guys don't know who Bobby is, Bobby Kersey is her coach. And overall, Nate, what I find very interesting about this as well, because this was a very odd night. So Sunday's night session at Hayward Field, it was postponed by over 4 hours because of extreme heat, and it resumed at 8:30 p.m. local time. And according to McLaughlin, she said, and I quote, "was a little bit of a throw in our plans." But she talked about how she says, she also said this about her trainer. She says, and I quote, "Bobby always talks about Muhammad Ali and always having to be ready for that left hook," which I find to be a pretty interesting comparison because southpaws are they're very awkward fighters, they're very unpredictable fighters, you know, so they're very hard to plan for. But yeah, Nate, I mean, McLaughlin again, she overall, Nate, this was a very emotional night for her. I'm glad that she does have that record. So, you know, I'll start off with this first, Nate, but before I do, the source for this article is the RC Main, ESPN.com. So let me start off with this first. First of all, congratulations to Sydney McLaughlin on breaking the world record for 400-meter hurdles. Overall, Nate, yeah, this was a very good race by her, you know. And again, her and Muhammad are two of the best track stars in the game right now, you know. And both of them are going to be at the U.S. Olympic trials. So, I mean, excuse me, the Tokyo Olympics, excuse me. So we'll see how that turns out. You know, I'm wishing them both the best of luck. But yeah, like we talked about, whenever you break a world record, you know, we have to talk about it because it doesn't happen a lot, you know. But these are some of the best athletes in the world, you know, not just the US, but in the world, you know. And a lot of the best athletes are in the US, you know. The past two world records that were broken were by American athletes. So hey, that makes me proud, Nate. You know, it makes me I feel very optimistic about the US heading into the Tokyo Olympics, you know, considering the fact of what they've done so far. But yeah, I mean, it just shows you how emotional it was for her. You know, the fact that she had her hand over her mouth because she couldn't believe that she broke the world record, because it's something that you dream of doing, but it's something that you're still shocked about when you do it because it's something that is so rare. It's so rare to accomplish, you know. But overall, you know, McLaughlin definitely deserved it. She definitely ran a great race, you know, and credit to you know, respect to Delilah Muhammad for being the first one to congratulate her, even though her record was broken. Instead of her being salty or instead of her being bitter about it, you know, she went right up to her, she hugged her, she realized like records are meant to be broken, and she realized that McLaughlin ran a great race. So salute to her and respect to her, because some people you can they got it like a bitter taste in their mouth, you know, they're not very, you know what I'm saying? But Muhammad showed a lot of respect, which I got to give her a lot of credit. And credit to her coach as well, Bob Kersey, for just keeping her on the right mindset to end up doing what she wanted to do. Because like she says, a lot of this she credits to her coach. You know, she credits it to her coach, she credits it to her faith. And overall, you know, he's a big part of it. So credit to him too. But overall, Nate, um, that does qualify her most likely for the Tokyo Olympics. So with that being said, you know, I wish McLaughlin the best of luck in the Tokyo Olympics as well as the other competitors, and we'll see what happens. The goal is not done yet.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, congratulations to Sydney McLaughlin. Um, yeah, this is a feat that's so incredibly rare, Mario. You know, and yeah, I would react the same way if I realized I just broke a world record. You know, I would react the same as that way because you just like when you go out there, like yeah, you expect to show off greatness, but I don't think any athlete goes out there and expects to break a world record. I don't think they do. There's a difference between being great and breaking a world record. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I'd wake up in the morning knowing that I just threw the fastest pitch in the world. I don't think I'd wake up in the morning and do that and expect that that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? It's just it's so unexpected at times, and damn, I'd react the same way. And I'm very optimistic about Olympics too, especially with USA. Um, with the track and field, I know their gymnastics are amazing. The USA basketball team looks really, really good this year. So you better bring home that damn gold medal, Jason Tatum. Oh my God, I'm praying to you, man. Look, the USA baseball team looks pretty good as well. Everything with the USA team, Mario, looks really good. So I'm very optimistic about it as well, and I can't wait to see what they do moving forward when the Olympics start. Um, but yeah, I look at the track and field, Mario, and I love watching track and field because I was it for a year, but I didn't really do track and field all that much because it just it overlapped with baseball season, so I kind of had to pick and choose which one I wanted to do, so I ended up choosing baseball. But so I didn't really do it for that long, so that's why I love watching track and field. It's something that ran through the family, and it amazes me that she did it in less than a minute. It's absolutely incredible. The 400-meter hurdles. You know how long it took me. I'm a fast runner. Mario can attest to that. But you know how long it took me to do a 400-meter hurdle? Definitely not 51 seconds. That's for sure. It was way longer than that. Are you kidding me? She makes me look like David Ortiz trying to run up the first baseline. Trust me, that was not a pretty sight. I love you, David Ortiz, but you are not the fastest runner. But look, well, look, um, I got to give her a lot of credit. She did a really amazing job, and because of it, she did qualify for the Olympics. So I do wish Sydney McLaughlin the best of luck in the Olympics. And as for everybody else competing in the Olympics, I do wish you guys the best of luck as well. And I can't wait to watch the Olympics. It's going to be very exciting this year.